Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel, Wrestling with TMossBoss, and in today's video, I'm not going to play this video for you guys. If you want to, you could go to the Fightful Twitter account and see it yourself. But overall, it's one of those wrestling videos where it's like, dang, bro, y'all ain't got to do all that. It's a pretty crazy. I guess I'll explain it. If because I don't know, I wouldn't want you guys to go watch this video and then it's too much for you, like you can't watch stuff like that. So I will explain it. But overall, so it's these two wrestlers. They're wrestling like on. It looks like it could probably be like a close to two-story like height or something like that. They're relatively some like feet off up in the air and things. So, anyways, one wrestler, he gets thrown off. He falls on this car. It doesn't look like it's, it looked like a normal car. It don't look like it's a fake car. Like, like that wrestler, the funny thing is like he played it off to where he maneuvered in a spot to where the other wrestler, because yes, at a point in time in the video, the other wrestler, he takes like those them like long lights. They pretty much, like, if you guys watch wrestling, you know what kind of lights I'm talking about, but them long stick like lights where you can hit them and then it just shatters and stuff. But anyways, he had like a bunch of them taped up and things, lands, does his backflip, lands on the guy, and yeah, but I just find it like so professional and so dope that a wrestler can fall from a great height, land on this car, and then also take a man slamming on you with some lights. And it's like, yeah, it's, kudos to these guys. But it's one of those things where it's like I watch it and I'm entertained. That's just one thing about wrestling. It always, with any form of wrestling, whether it's something doing the bare minimum or these guys going above and beyond, it's like, I guess with me, I'm like, you ain't got to do all this stuff for me. It's funny because, like, I was just thinking this yesterday, like, when a wrestler botches a move or something, I don't ever trip about it. It's something where I'm like, hey, mistakes happen. Like, if they're going to jump off the ropes, they slip, or if they're trying to do a stunt and then there's like a miscommunication and then you could kind of see, that type of stuff doesn't even faze me. I'm like, I guess with me, I'm a little bit different. Because it's like, yeah, these guys be going above and beyond when they're just becoming a wrestler and stuff. So I'm not going to let one little stunt, or even if it's or like a botch or a bunch of botches where it's all like, nah, I gotta, yeah, it's like, it might take somebody a little bit longer than the other person to fully understand wrestling and things. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I cannot judge these guys because I'm like, yeah, even though they botched that one move, they undid 100 million stunts to where it's like, wow, I am impressed. Like, I cannot. So it's one of these things where it's like, when watching this video, I'm like, fam, you ain't got to do all this to impress me. I'm like, I'm chilling with you guys. Like, yeah, if you take a steel chair, if it's just like the basics of wrestling and stuff, yeah, I'm like, I'll be satisfied with that. It ain't like NXT or Monday Night Raw, Friday Night, well, I mean Monday Night Raw, with the Wyatt Six returning. Yeah, it was, or just overall debuting and things. Yeah, that was crazy. But you didn't see these guys go out. And it's like, if it's like the aftermath and we don't get to see it, I'm like, fam, I'm even impressed by that. So I'm just saying, it's one of those things where it's like, just to any wrestler out there, you ain't gotta do no over-the-top stunt to impress people and things. Like, if you gotta do all that just to impress people or go viral, and then you're shortening your career span, because let's say if any of these wrestlers wanted to go to WWE or TNA or AEW or just, yeah, the major leagues and stuff, and yeah, and then it's like they're only wrestling for a little bit because it's like their body is all banged up and things. So I'm like, yeah, I imagine they're at a young age where they could take these things, but at the same time, I'm like, fam, I'd rather see this person wrestling for a long period of time than see them do this one crazy stunt and then their career is over with. I'm like, nah, man, you ain't even gotta do all that. So that's just how I feel. I know there's people out there that are like, nah, they gotta do the over the top stunts. I'm like, yeah, you ain't even gotta do all that. I'm like, you done seen wrestlers have a whole career on throughout WWE, TNA. Well, I mean, AEW is new to the scenes, but I'm just saying, it's like, you didn't see these wrestlers have whole careers, even before they were signed to the like bigger shows and stuff. And yeah, they didn't have to do no crazy over the top stuff. I'm not saying all of them. Yeah, there's some where they hadn't had to do some crazy over the top stunts, but yeah, it's not like all of them, you know. Then there's some where it's like they make a whole career out of just them doing the basics, and yeah, they chilling it with that. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I think it's best, like, you know, if you're trying to have a long career, you ain't got to do stuff like this where you're jumping off of like a significant height, slamming on a car. And it wasn't even like they slammed on the glass. Like they slammed right on like that hood, like not hood, but the roof of the car and things. So yeah, I was like, man, that's something where I'm like, I don't know if I'm a wrestler, I don't know if I would do some crazy stunt like that, you know. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, bro, y'all can just chill, you know. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stay tuned for some more wrestling videos, and peace.